Hi Virgo, this is Amanda Nardozi. Thanks for hopping into my little den here. We're keeping it warm, we're keeping it cozy. Today's reading is for March 25th for the full moon in Libra, all the way extending into the next new moon. So for the next 2 weeks, this is where this energy is falling. So I'm going to really astro dice and get with it here. So immediately when I sat down to do your reading, I'm hearing like angel energy. They're like, angels are present for this one. And I always call in the angels and spirit guides for this one, but like anytime I do readings, I work very closely with angels, but the fact that they're coming through is saying that the type of energy that I'm working with, whoever's coming to this channel, is very closely connected to the angels. That's usually what that means. So, that being said, all right, we have Neptune, Pisces, and the 9th house. This is going to determine the focus for the reading. So, Neptune is that imaginary play. This is like just anything dealing with the imagination, dream world, and it's so interesting because like on the flip side is illusions and fears in relation to those illusions, right? But you also have Pisces, and Pisces is a very dream-like sign. So this could actually be referencing your actual dreams. And 9th house is like higher learning. For whatever reason, I'm hearing like gods, goddesses. So you could be actually studying different deities. And that could be like your higher education thing right now. But 9th house is typically higher education, philosophy, our view on life, any type of direction we're going, or any area of life and we wish to expand on typically falls in the 9th house. Because it's also like an expansion type of vibe where like you're learning, you're like ascending, I guess, in some way. But when it comes to this, I feel like for a lot of you, so lucid dreaming is coming up for starters, just because Neptune and Pisces being in the same role has got me being like, oh gosh, like there's something here about like dreaming big, and it's almost like there is an issue of complacency here too. So like if you're sitting on your dreams or if you're not doing anything, but I feel like this is actively studying. So actively studying the dream world, lucid dreaming. This could be just like learning about life through your dreams. It's like your dreams are the portal or the entranceway to something greater, and Spirit wants you to explore that a little further. So we're going to pull Celtic Cross, we're going to pull some Oracle cards, and we're also going to roll some angel dice. So that being said, Virgo, this is like a very sacred, protected path too. So like that's, you know, when again the angels are coming through with the whole like, you know, you're being divinely guided to explore this area. So just making sure that with Neptune there is the presence of fear based on some illusions as well. So, you know, hopefully just knowing that the presence of angels kind of tempers your fear a little bit. And, you know, they're guiding you. So, you know, fully jump into this, fully explore it. Because there are avenues of discovery here. You have in your situation Justice. So this is a balance card. Justice is needing to watch your energy levels. Your dream world is affected by your energy levels. Just everything in life is affected by your energy levels. So it's important to try to make sure that things that have been on the back burner in your mind that are taking up energetic real estate, make sure you're clearing those out of the way. Make sure you're tending to them. This is all about keeping a balance. This is a balancing act. Specifically when it comes to this Neptune and Pisces energy, it's almost like it is very intuitive signs. They're highly intuitive signs. They're also huge on imagination and creative play. Like, I don't know why I keep getting creative play, but I feel like for some of you, you're creatively playing in your dreams, or you are writing your dreams down and making, maybe like writing stories off of them or something. But your dreams are images. They are messages from the divine. So at least doing at the very least paying attention to them. You don't have to go in and lucid dream, you know, you don't have to do like the whole shebang, but the very message here is that your dreams are important, like the actual act of falling asleep and whatever goes on actively. It's almost like you're actively engaging with them based on your day-to-day thoughts. So that being said, if you're not quite at the lucid dreaming stage yet and you're having trouble with your dreams, that could be like something that's coming in is that maintaining balance in your physical life, or at least trying to achieve that balance and getting like certain back burners, like moving them to the front, clearing that out of the way so that it's not stuck. It's like stuck energy that keeps playing through your dreams. So that being said, it's like Spirit's like, just clear it, right? And you have the challenge. In your challenge card, your challenge position, you have the Sire of Pentacles. That's akin to the King of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. For this coming up as a challenge, it's almost like your sense of security feels kind of unstable. And when this is a challenge, like, you know, King of Pentacles is all about being secure, especially when it comes to the material world. If anything related to finances, this could actually be to just anything in the physical, or feeling like some of you could be feeling like something or someone is out to get you. There's that it's almost like that, when it's in a challenging position, it comes with this sense of paranoia, which I don't really like that energy here, because like with the Neptune and everything, like it's not like whether I like it or not, because like energy is present, it's energy is energy, but it's almost like spirits, like, you're spending all of this time in fear, or you're letting your dream world kind of consume you a little bit. So playing with it and paying attention to it is one thing, but also making sure you're not giving it the power of the material is also like a different thing entirely too, because understand too that like anything you're being told in your dreams, they can be messages and divine messages, and it's wonderful, and they could also be just giving you insights like based on your physical world. That's what they say, is that the dreams offer insights based on the physical. So if you let your dreams dictate your reality, oftentimes we don't know that our current reality and the things that we typically think about are influencing your dream world too. So that being said, if it's coming from a space of love, if it feels like it's coming from like a really good space, then you ascribe truth to it. That can be your truth, that could be your path. If it's waking you up and causing an immense amount of fear, then it's not coming from a place of love, it's not true. But drawing attention to those fears might be important for you to work with. I do see actually you're surrounded by pretty good cards. It's like, lucid dreaming, when we come up with lucid dreaming, or like when we pay attention to our dreams, I would say it opens up a can of worms, I guess, of like a dark night of the soul thing you have to work through. But I see overall very positive cards. It's just a lot of confusion for like what's happening. I see a lot of blue here. I see a lot of like that Neptune. I'm hearing like, oh, it's a gorgeous landscape. Like, it's like dreamscape is actually a gorgeous landscape to go through, to walk through. And I see like excitement for exploring it. So just be open to exploring it, because with your focus, there's a celebration. I mean, this is good energy we're on here. So the Three of Cups. So just reading books and understanding, not just dream interpretation. I find that there are a lot of dream encyclopedias out there, but really when the key is the symbolism and what you feel it means to you. That's how your guidance comes through, as it communicates with your toolkit that you already have. So dream dictionaries, I think I have one or two back here. They're good for expanding your interpretations. It's good for expanding your knowledge on a particular symbol that you might, of something in your dream. But reflect on what it means to you now, and reflect on, unless you feel called to look it up online. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I feel like that was a symbol and I feel like I have to look it up. And then that's for those that are like hardcore fine-tuned into their intuition. But oftentimes, if you don't feel called to look it up, or if you haven't stated previously, hey angels, like I would like you to use this dream dictionary to help me communicate with symbols and through my dreams, and use this dream dictionary to help so I can translate, right? And if you do that, that's actually a really good tool, because Spirit will go, oh, you want to use that? Okay. And then the key is that, you compare the symbols to the dream book and actually ascribe like faith to that, right? So understanding and just gaining insights from that, would be important. What's coming up from within is the Queen of Cups. So this is acknowledging discernment. This is understanding, again, what's true and what's false in your reality. And again, just making sure you're not letting these illusions dictate your future, your current reality. We have the power here in the action, in our thoughts, in our beliefs, in the present moment. Just make sure that when you're playing in this dream world, that you don't give it all of your attention. It is not your reality, right? So it's an important tool that we can use, but it's not necessarily, again, it's not our reality. So try not to live in the dreamscape. Like, I'm thinking of like, this is like maladaptive daydreaming energy of like constantly wanting to go under and be in that sleeping state so that we can, constantly live there. And that's not, and actually maladaptive daydreaming is more of like, daydreaming, like, for me, like when I was a kid, I had like listened to music and I would pace my room for hours and I would dream. That's more of like a maladaptive daydream, not so much as like in sleeping, but wanting to constantly return to the dream state is not actually healthy, and that causes our balance to be incredibly off. So keeping that in mind, you have in the recent past, you have the Seven of Cups. This is choices. This is like being spoiled for choice actually for you. So you might have a lot of gifts that you're willing and wanting to dip into. This just happened to take your, I'm hearing like you have accounts of like many other things that you've done, or like I'm hearing like scribbles. So maybe you've dabbled in some things here and there, or you've grown to understand certain things about it's almost like your chart. So like I'm hearing like your astrology chart. So like maybe you dabbled in astrology a little bit. Maybe you took some notes and you've learned that for a little bit. And maybe you've went and dabbled in this other thing, like, I don't know, witchcraft, herbology, something. I don't know, candles. I'm hearing candle magic. Things that you've like, scribbles, things here and there. But the guidance is saying that with the Seven of Cups, you have had all these options and that you've honed in on this dreaming state. And it's like, there's also like a question of where to go next. What do I study next? And it's through your dreams that you can determine where you want to go next, right? In your near future, you have the Moon, which is a highly intuitive card, relying on your intuition to choose your next moves, but it is also that confusion card. It's kind of obscure. You're not really sure of the way forward. You might actually be at a standstill right now while you're trying to figure it out because things are just too foggy. What I'm saying is tuning into your intuition and, making that first step. I know it's incredibly difficult to figure out what is right, but if you take that step and it feels very, very wrong, just double back and do something else. Like, that's all there is to it. So things are very unclear with the Moon. And again, with that Neptune energy, it's like you have cups here too. But at the base of it all, you have the Sire of Swords. So the Sire of Swords is the King of Swords in the traditional tarot. This is quite literally saying, like, with the purple butterfly resting on his fingers here, you've been through the transformations. You have a pretty good head on your shoulders. So you understand that your dreams do not dictate your reality. So just make sure that you are keeping with the physical. You are like the master of your mind, and use that. Use that. I'm not saying like cling to that like it's your lifeline, but just remember the kind of person that you are and don't like succumb too much to the dreamscape. Don't succumb too much to the illusions because you have a strong mind, and I'm almost hearing like they won't break me. So if you're having nightmares or if you're struggling with your dreams, or even if you're just having fun and indulging in it and you're like, whee, this is a fun thing for me to get into, this is a fun thing for me to learn, there are trials and you will be tested, and that's okay. Just make sure that you are keeping of a strong mind and you recognize where your true power lies here in the physical right now, where we can also choose the thoughts that we have, right? I mean, we can't control the constant influx of thoughts, but we can choose which ones have power in our lives, right? So in your environment, you have the Four of Swords. So this is withdrawing. This is stepping into a meditative state. This is like allowing yourself to construct the environment around you to actually, it's almost like I'm hearing something about like, some of you might actually have to clean house. Some of you might actually have to get, again, some things off of the back burner so that you can sleep peacefully, so you can sleep easier. Because there's something in your environment that might be cluttering your energy and preventing, like, restful sleep or peaceful sleep or, like, decent dreams. So keeping that in mind, there's also stepping into a meditative state and, like, allowing, like, setting up your environment to do that. So making sure you're having, like, a consistent sleep schedule, getting, like, blackout curtains if you need to, just to accommodate the sleep schedule that you want. I don't know, there's just something here about like, needing to change things in your environment to supplement like good sleep. And anything that's on the back burner, anything that we have that's been pestering us to do, like that's going to sit in our energy. At least for me, it sits in my energy till I do it. So to clear that energy might be beneficial for, helping your dreams be a lot more clear too. You have hopes and fears position for the star. So the star is that, I mean, like, this is making wishes. This is making wishes. This is bringing your gifts to the forefront. I feel like this, again, I'm feeling like play. Like, it's playtime. It's playtime, this imaginative play you have going on here. It's almost like you can actually bring things into the physical from your dreams, too. And it's like you're playing in your dream world, trying to figure out what it is you want to do or what you want to move forward with. So there's, and again, like this has like a sharp turn with the fears here of like, there are so many things to question here, but regardless of what the fear is in relation to the gifts, in relation to dabbling in your dreams, however the fears have applied to you, because we talked about that enough already, the hope here is that this ability becomes strong. There's the hope that, you can learn your gifts or learn almost like lean on your strengths a little bit. Spirit's actually saying lean on your strengths so you can divulge the most from this gift that you can, so that you can make sense of it, so that you can develop your discernment, and that you can try to achieve whatever balance or whatever aim you're going for. The outcome here is the Hermit, so this is coming back to yourself. This is withdrawing from people for a while. This can actually be just focusing on your inner world, trying to get that together. So those look like your next moves for you is really, and it's almost like when you go to your inner world, I'm actually seeing like the lantern that in the traditional tarot of like that the Hermit has, and it's glowing brighter and brighter. So once you get that inner world situated, and once you like learn about how your inner world works, that light will shine brighter. You'll become more wise. You'll actually have more access to wisdom too. I'm hearing for some of you, you'll have access to past lives through learning how to navigate your dreams and like learning lucid dreaming and stuff. It's something about connecting to angels to help you with like past life regression stuff through your dreams. So that's actually really nifty. Well, that's neat. I like that. All right, let's see what we got for your oracle cards. You have full moon in Capricorn. Let's take a reality check. So again, making sure that you are staying tuned into your reality and don't let your dreamscape rule your reality. So that's, God, that's, I'm just hearing like, gods, why won't it stop? Or why won't it end? Or something like that. I'm kind of hearing something like that. It's so interesting. We really just said to focus on the physical, and that's really just saying take a reality check. Like, make sure it's like the Seven of Pentacles type of energy where you're looking around and making sure you're not like, try not to second guess your reality based on your dreams. So taking stock of all of the facts, everything that's actually in place, and understanding that it is just a dream. What is this reflecting from my own thoughts, opinions, and beliefs? Eye of the Needle talks about intentionality. So this is interesting. So this card, when this card pops up, it's literally just saying like you need a better focus. So this actually brings up the Justice card. When we talk about the situation needing more balance, this does talk about, and for some of you might actually be meditating. There could be like a legal thing that you're struggling with, and that could be causing a lot, like this spiral of dreams or this like string of dreams coming through. No pun intended, because the Eye of the Needle, string of dreams, you know, get it? Okay, all right, I'll shut up. So the Eye of the Needle talks about needing to like hone in on that one particular thing. And when you get that one focus going, when you get that one particular thing, and again, with that Seven of Cups in the past, that makes a lot of sense that you had a lot of different options and you're just scribbling on like, and just scraping the surface of lots of different things. Eye of the Needle, if Spirit gets your focus, if they get your attention, they will be able to direct you a lot better, because if your energy is scattered doing 5,000,003 things, it is harder to deliver those opportunities for you and be in tune with that, right? So I think this is a heads up. I think this is a, like, you know, kind of like a little applause moment of Spirit kind of cheering you on to study your dreamscape. And again, if you want to go in a different direction, you are more than welcome to do that. You have all of the power in the world, okay? You have all the power in the world to decide what direction you want to go next. But I do feel like if you're at this reading, you're feeling called to figure out your dreamscape, or almost like study it, figure out how it works. So keeping a dream journal is important. That's like the basics of any dream work. So that being said, and a lot of you, light work through your dreams. Woo! That's a big one. Light work through your dreams specifically is a gift that a lot of you have. And it's almost like, again, I'm feeling like a healer. You need to be a healer type of thing. And a lot of you do light work through your dreams. So keep that in mind. You also have Buffalo Spirit. The abundant universe will provide. So, there's lots of stuff available for you. Woo! When you study this, or when you get into this, whatever, everything that we just talked about, when you start taking steps towards that, there's so much abundance waiting for you. And I don't know if you saw, but the sun just got stronger as I said that. So I feel like a lot of light will be shined on certain areas of your life. There will be like illumination. You'll get like some revelations, and you'll have some understanding. Like, it's like almost like understanding will develop from these things. And you'll get like an abundance of wisdom. I'm getting for some of you Akashic Records too. Like, you have like Akashic Records dealings to do. So I don't know if some of you are looking to be Akashic Records teachers, or like you're actively going to help people, like look into people's Akashic Records. But there's something about accessing something in the dream world through like something through your dreams, working with angels through your dreams, working with guides through your dreams. But doing that will open the portal to like so many different things, so many different new skills. And gosh, that's so exciting. and only time will tell, but Spirit's just asking you, like they need your focus. So have fun, follow that passion, follow that thread of excitement, and see where it leads. You have 254. I'm pulling from Angel Numbers by Kyle Gray. Your angels are encouraging you to love yourself enough to communicate your feelings about your current situation. One more time, your angels are encouraging you to love yourself enough to communicate your feelings about your current situation. And again, we talked about how emotions will help clear up the dreamscape. So keep that in mind. Make sure you're connecting with your emotions. What are my dreams trying to tell me? And then how can I, not trying to control your dreams so much as what needs tending to. And then once you restore balance, it will be easier to indulge in your dreams, to study them, to play with them a little bit more. And again, I'm just getting like so much enjoyment out of this imaginative play. So I'm very excited for you, Virgo. That being said, thank you so much for tuning in. That was your reading. If you enjoyed this reading, if it resonated with you, go ahead, like and subscribe. That way you don't miss anything from me. I do post zodiac readings every 2 weeks. It's going to be for the new moon and around the full moon energy, as well as collective readings sprinkled in between. This week we're focusing on, I think we're in the middle of connecting with certain archangels. So I have an Orion one getting posted. I just posted a Raphael one, and Archangel Azrael is coming up here soon. So that being said, I will have a newsletter that I'm posting down below. This has on my landing page. It's got like a list of all of my services that I offer. You can get a personal reading from me, finally. And that can be through my Gmail, and you can see like the list of readings and choose from there. You can also join a newsletter if you're in the Pittsburgh, PA area. I'm in the United States here, and I'm doing different events around the city. So if you wanted a free tarot reading, or if you wanted to see me at one of my vendor pop-ups and get some Reiki and some tarot, just, you know, hey, stop by, say hello, tell me you follow my YouTube channel. You're going to be like, wow, meeting fans out in the wild is so fun. But that being said, yeah, I think I covered everything. So I love you, I love you, I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.